founder and CEO of Cyber Team 360. Orem Appearance is joining us now, helping us to determine who's fake and who's just faking it. Hey, Orem, thank you very much for your time. So we're not talking a handful of random bots, but a full-on network, right? Operated from overseas. What can you tell us?
So Fake Reported has just recently, in the last days, found out, again, he's been doing this proactively for the last year and a half, 2 years. And what is happening that several accounts promoting actually and creating friction, specifically on the far right, to bring, again, keeping the format on the Israeli far right public tension on the issues, trying to push this and, influence voters and split their thoughts.
But how can you identify that an account is part of a network and not a genuine one? We all remember the bot saga a few elections ago, in which alleged users were dubbed fake and then appeared in person alongside Benjamin Netanyahu in a press conference. A classic boomerang back then.
Again, correct. So we need to be aware and vigilant on how do we see things. In this specific case, and usually this is the matter, because in this case, these are actually external entities, not Israeli ones. This, although promotes, for example, Ben Gvir, is actually someone from the outside and cannot be attributed to Ben Gvir himself. We can identify these accounts by looking at their typo, English symbols, the things that they're actually trying to promote. And we can find really simple typos in Hebrew, in the symbol in the graphics, for example, using graphics that belongs not to their actual identities, but taking images out of Google, fake accounts, Telegram, Facebook, common attributes to actors, comedians everywhere, and satiricans, and using those fake accounts and attributing them, again, to promote and exaggerate existing tensions to split the voices of the far right.
But okay, Orem, you have a fake account. You have an angry tweet on this politician or a Facebook rant over that one. How does it impact the overall discourse so much to the extent it can influence election results?
Perfect questions. If we can all recall what has happened in the U.S. A few years back with Trump, for example, you have so much tension currently happening on the public. Everybody, we're a week from the election. The tension is very, very high, and there are votes fluctuating, And if I can split the voices and influence an individual, anybody, yourself, myself, this can influence the geopolitical and the public attention and create a voting going right or left. So if anybody is sitting on the fence has not decided, that can definitely influence them and make them choose or bias or unbiased in a specific direction. So definitely, as we've seen in former elections influenced by Russia, for example, on the US democratic election, you can definitely have an influence. And if you see somebody promoting something, and I can really hear, and if you would have looked at what is happening on fake accounts, you would have noticed how they're promoting it very, very actively and loudly.
Well, maybe we should just embrace the fact that we all live in echo chambers nowadays, preaching to our own choir, so to speak. Founder and CEO of Cyber Team 360, Mr. Orem Appearance, thank you very much for clearing the clutter on this recent bot saga. Thank you.